Hello, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the Trivarnas podcast session. My name is Akshaya Yuram, and I am delighted to be your host for today's discussion. In this session, we are going to dive deep into discussing what the impact of geological changes has been on the civilization of the Indian subcontinent in the past. These changes have ranged from shaping the history and culture of the region, all the way to influencing the lives of its inhabitants. We will also be discussing the possible examples of these geological changes that are still evident around us today. Our primary source of information for this discussion is from the book The Ocean of Churn, written by author Sanjeev Sanyal. So sit back, relax, and get ready to embark on an insightful journey. To start off, let's discuss the layout of India and the Indian Ocean. Until about 100 years ago, people assumed that the positions of the oceans and continents were unchangeable. However, due to the work of multiple scientists and geologists, we now know that this statement is false. Around 270 million years ago, the current land masses were once part of a giant supercontinent known as Pangaea. A map of Pangaea would show India, Australia, Madagascar, and Antarctica wedged together along what is now the eastern coast of Africa. At this time, the Indian Ocean would not exist. In the Triassic period, Pangaea broke off into two large landmasses. The northern landmass was known as Laurasia, and the southern landmass was known as Gondwana. Incidentally, Gondwana's name is derived from the Gond tribe from central India. However, geological forces were not always benevolent. The same tectonic activity that uplifted the Himalayas also unleashed devastating earthquakes, reshaping landscapes and challenging human resilience. The 1819 Rann of Kutch earthquake, for example, altered the course of the Indus River and caused widespread destruction in the region. Fast forward to the present day, and we continue to witness the profound impact of geological changes on the civilization of the Indian subcontinent. Rapid urbanization and population growth have placed unprecedented pressure on the environment, aggravating natural hazards such as landslides, floods, and droughts. Take the case of the 2013 Uttarakhand floods triggered by heavy rainfall that was amplified by deforestation and unplanned development in the fragile Himalayan ecosystem. This was the country's worst natural disaster since the 2004 tsunami. The disaster not only caused loss of life and property, but also raised questions about the sustainability of human activities in the face of geological risks. Despite these challenges, the Indian subcontinent remains resilient, drawing upon its rich cultural heritage and scientific advancements to adapt to changing geological dynamics. Initiatives like early warning systems, sustainable land use practices, and community-based disaster management are helping the impact of geological hazards less severe and build more resilient societies. As we conclude our journey through the geological legacy of the Indian subcontinent, one thing becomes clear. The interplay between geology and civilization is a story of adaptation, innovation, and coexistence. Through a deep appreciation and prudent management of natural forces, we have the potential to lay the foundation for a sustainable and prosperous future for the well-being of forthcoming generations. Thank you for tuning into the latest episode of the Trivarnas podcast session. Once again, this session was about the Ocean of Churn's meaning and our understanding of the impact of geological changes on the civilization of the Indian subcontinent in the past. We hope you continue to foster your curiosity and encourage you to continue exploring this topic if you desire. See you in the next one.